Kid, and welcome to... Hello. Oh, hi, Maleficent. We were just about to start KidTime StoryTime. Is this Alexander fellow a witch? Well, no. Why would you think he's a witch? He's always cranky. Well, yeah, and he's always mad about something. Yeah, that's true. Always complaining. Well, maybe you're right. Haha. Let's read and find out. Okay. Gosh, I never thought about it that way. Well, maybe he's a witch in training. I don't know. Alexander, who used to be rich last Sunday, and he's reading a book here, How to Be Very Rich. I have a feeling he's going to be complaining because that's what Alexander does. It isn't fair that my brother Anthony has $2 and 3/4 and 1 dime and 7 nickels and 18 pennies. Now, why isn't it fair? I don't understand why that's not fair. It isn't fair that my brother Nicholas has $1 and 2/4 and 5 dimes and 5 nickels and 13 pennies. But who's counting? It isn't fair because what I've got is bus tokens. Huh. And most of the time, what I've mostly got is bus tokens. And even when I'm rich, I'm very rich, I know that pretty soon what I'll have is bus tokens. I know, because I used to be rich last Sunday. Last Sunday, Grandma Betty and Grandpa Louie came to visit from New Jersey. They brought lox because my father likes to eat lox. They brought plants because my mom likes to grow plants. They brought $1 for me and $1 for Nick and $1 for Anthony because Mom says it isn't nice to say this. We like money. A lot. Especially me. Look at that face. Oh yeah, he's loving his dollar. Alright. My father told me to put the $1 away to pay for college. He was kidding. And these guys, I guess they know their brother real well. Anthony told me to use the $1 to go downtown to a store and buy a new face. Anthony stinks. That's a new face right there, isn't it? At least it's a smiling one, my goodness. Nikki said to take the $1 and bury it in the garden, and in a week a Dollar Tree would grow. Ha ha. Mom said if I really wanted to buy a walkie-talkie, save my money. Saving my money is hard. Oh, it is for some kids. Because last Sunday, when I used to be rich, I went to Pearson's drugstore and got bubble gum. And after the gum stopped tasting good, I got more gum. And after that gum stopped tasting good, I got more gum. And even though I told my friend David I'd sell him all the gum in my mouth for a nickel, he still wouldn't buy it. Goodbye, 15 cents. What a terrible deal this one was trying to sell his friend David. David's too smart for that. Last Sunday, when I used to be rich, I bet that I could hold my breath till 300. Anthony won. I bet that I could jump from the top of the stoop and land on my feet. Nikki won. Splat. Boy, this kid's going around making really dumb bets. Do not allow this child to grow up and ever go to Las Vegas. I bet that I could hide this purple marble in my hand, and my mom would never guess which hand I was hiding it in. I didn't know that moms made children pay. Goodbye, another 15 cents. And it's going into her jar of losing bets. Probably secretly his college fund, since he's clearly not going to save. I absolutely was saving the rest of my money. Oh, sure he was. I positively was saving the rest of my money. Except, except what? Except that Eddie called me up and said that he would rent me his snake for an hour. I always wanted to rent a snake for an hour. Goodbye, 12 cents. Anthony said when I'm 99, I still won't have enough for a walkie-talkie. Well, not unless he learns how to save his money. Nick said I'm too dumb to be let loose. My father said that there are certain words a boy can never say, no matter how ratty and mean his brothers are being. My father fined me 5 cents each for saying them. Goodbye, dime. Well, that's what you get for misbehaving, kid. Last Sunday, when I used to be rich, by accident, I flushed 3 cents down the toilet. Oh my God, are you kidding me? A nickel fell through a crack when I walked on my hands. I tried to get my nickel out with a butter knife and also my mother's scissors. Goodbye, 8 cents, and the butter knife, and the scissors. Last Sunday, when I used to be rich, I found this chocolate candy bar just sitting there. I rescued it from being melted or smushed. Except the way I rescued it from being melted or smushed was that I ate it. How was I supposed to know it was Anthony's? Goodbye, 11 cents. Oh, Anthony charged him cheaply for that candy bar. I absolutely was saving the rest of my money. I positively was saving the rest of my money. But then, Nick did a magic trick that made my pennies vanish in thin air. The trick to bring them back, he hasn't learned yet. Goodbye, 4 cents. Anthony said that when I'm 199, I still won't have enough for a walkie-talkie. Nick said that they should lock me in a cage. My father said there are certain things that a boy can never kick, no matter how ratty and mean his brothers are being, so my father made me pay 5 cents for kicking it. That's right, Dad. Goodbye, nickel. Oh, kid, when are you gonna learn? Last Sunday, you know, the day when I used to be rich, Kathy around the corner had a garage sale. I positively only went to look. I looked at a half-melted candle, and I really needed that candle. I looked at a bear with one eye. I needed that bear. I looked at a deck of cards that was perfect, except for no 7 of clubs and no 2 of diamonds. I didn't need that 7 or that 2. Goodbye, 20 cents. Well, at least you got a bear and a candle and a card set. Well, that's something. Instead of old gum. I absolutely was saving the rest of my money. How much money does he even have left? I positively was saving the rest of my money. I absolutely, positively was saving the rest of my money, except I needed to get some money to save. Yep, that's where we are. I tried to make a tooth fall out. I could put it under my pillow and get a quarter. Stop! No loose teeth. What are you doing, you crazy child? I looked in Pearson's telephone booths for nickels and dimes that people sometimes forget. No one forgot. I brought some non-returnable bottles down to Friendly's Market. Friendly's Market wasn't very friendly. Well, they're non-returnable, not returnable. I told my grandma and grandpa to come back soon. I wonder if it's because we want their money or to see them. Last Sunday, when I used to be rich, I used to have $1. I do not have $1 anymore. I got this dopey deck of cards. I got this one-eyed bear. I've got this melted candle. Well, you're complaining, but you bought them. You chose them. Oh my God, Maleficent is right. And some bus tokens. I was right. He is a witch. Yes, gosh, I think you may be right. Yes, I know my own kind when I see them. I can't wait to welcome him into the coven. He's a little too cranky, though, even for me. Goodbye. Goodbye. And goodbye, Alexander. And please, kid, whatever you do, don't complain as much as this kid and save your money for real. Don't chew it away. See you next time. Next time. If there is a next time.